Hi everyone, I'm Deb Campus. Welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing great. Today I wanted to talk about something that I promised you guys I would make a video about. It's about my Ditty Bag, or the small stuff when backpacking. I feel like it's a really important issue that we don't talk much about, and yes, it is very personal. And we choose what we want to bring with us in our backpacking trips. But also what I've noticed is that for myself, every time I have always brought too much stuff, and that adds up to the weight of my backpack. So I started to think it through and very critically think what exactly I needed to take with me on my trips in order to have everything that I needed and still have a lightweight with my Ditty Bag. So this is my Ditty Bag right here. So my Ditty Bag right now, with all the small things, it's 4.5 ounces. And that it's because I've been working on getting ultra lightweight on my backpack. But one thing I haven't added to that weight, it's the electronics. So my electronics are my battery bank for my phone, my headlights, and my cables. Those don't count in the 4.5 ounces, just because it counts on my weight, on my base weight, but I just want to keep it separate from the other items that I keep on my Ditty Bag. What I want to talk today is how I was able to reduce the weight of the little things, which is the repair kit, medical kit, emergency stuff, and hygiene or toiletries. But before I go over my items, there are two things that I think that are very crucial for a person to understand before they put together their Ditty Bag. One is the length of the trip. How long are you going to be out there? Are you going to be there just for an overnight? Is it going to be a week? Or are you going to be through hiking or section hiking, which that counts weeks or months? And all of that, it's going to play a different role on the amount of things that you bring. I'm sorry, not on the number of items you bring, but on the amount of each item. Unless I'm talking about creams and liquids and even first aid items. Another important aspect is also repackaging everything that you take. I know it's kind of hard, and it's very hard to actually put one cream into another smaller little tube, but it's very important because that'll really reduce the weight of your Ditty Bag. I started reducing the weight of my Ditty Bag by actually buying small containers online on Amazon. And those containers can be 1 ounce, half an ounce, which is 14 grams. And I started to buy smaller and smaller. If you buy it on Amazon, they actually come in quite a bit of several units. They usually come in packages of 10 or 20. And I'll tell you, it's kind of good. It's not that expensive. And it's something that you'll keep and you reuse and maybe give it to your friends if you want, if they need it to, if they're into backpacking. So one thing that I also wanted to talk about before I show my items is understanding what is really necessary to take it there. And for that, it's understanding what can happen out there, especially when it comes to your first aid kit. When it comes to your first aid kit, you want to stick to things that you'll be able to treat out there. If it's something too big, you won't be able to take care of it. You will need special help or medical help. So in that situation, and that's important for us or for me to understand also, I thought it was the understanding when to draw the line, when something is too big for me to take care of, and when do I need to search for help. So I take now things with me that are things that I know it can help me treat small things in the backcountry. So that it will include insects, bites, or allergies, or cuts, abrasions, or scratches or splinters. Other things are stomach ache, or maybe it's headache, or a blister, which is one of the things that happen the most out there. Those injuries, small injuries, or just uncomfortable feelings that we have out there, either because we're sick or because we got hurt, those things are treatable out there, and those are the ones that I focus and I take things with me. Now, when it comes to if I break an arm or I break a leg or I had a fall, those are serious injuries, and that's when you need to search for help. Either get out of there or get help. And that's when a satellite communicator comes into play, and it's a good thing to have. So now I'm going to go over my little items in my Ditty Bag. So once again, I'm going to go over my kit, my first aid, repair, emergency, and toiletries. So let's go over what I carry in my Ditty Bag, and then this is not meant to be a guide or a list to do. It's just mainly to give you ideas, and so you can have your own mindset and see how things work for you. One thing I always have to tell you is that if you do need medication, if you have a special situation that you need a certain type of medication, you should definitely never leave it at home. Bring it with you, whatever you need to stay healthy and safe out there. So to start, I have my DCF bag, and then I also carry inside a little light load towel. These are great because you can rewash them and use them again. They will, go bad at one point, but you can take a lot of uses out of this. And this one is one cut in half, so I use it mainly for cleaning myself at the end of the day, of sweating and all that. It's good to clean yourself and keep it clean out there. I keep with me a face mask. Hopefully soon we won't need these anymore. And these are a 2 inches bandage, sport bandage, which I got to use on my last backpacking trip for my knees. When I'm doing descents that are very steep, my knees hurt. So these are very handy. So now I'm gonna go over my hygiene, my repair, and my emergency stuff. So this is my repair kit. This is my emergency kit. And this is my toiletry kit. And in my toiletry, I have a little small comb just to comb my hair. It's a plastic one, very lightweight. I do have my toothbrush and cut, not because of the weight, but because it's more packable that way. These are my teeth stuff, so I do use toothpaste tablets. I carry with me a few pieces cut of dental floss in case something gets stuck in my teeth. I also have a hair tie. I also have an elastic rubber band, which is good for whatever tying. And I carry with me 2 ear plugs just in case I need it for windy nights or noises. Okay, onto my repair kit. This is a little Westcott scissors, titanium scissors. They're very lightweight, and I keep it with I actually don't know the name of this. It's when you screw something on walls. I keep the tip of my scissors in it so it doesn't poke anything and it doesn't break anything. Also for my repair kit, so like you see, I have little bags like this that I ordered at Amazon, and I have a whole bunch of them. They'll probably last forever, but they're great to carry things and keep them organized and still not weigh too much. These are called just resealable zipper bags, or that you can search on Amazon. So I carry tapes. These are different type of tapes. Also the repair kit for my air pad, tenacious tape, and this is called flex tape, which is pretty good for clothing or nylon. I also have needle and thread. This is pretty good for just sewing things that get ripped out there. I also have two clothing pins. And this is my Dyneema tape in case that one of my Dyneema items rip. And now for my emergency kit, as you can see, this is just stuff that, you know, I need for emergencies. I have a washer for my filter, an extra cap for my water bottles. I have some matches in case I need it, and the lighter for it. And I carry with me a mini compass. This is good for general direction, for following north, so you know where north is. And if you happen to have a map, it can help you either go west or east in order for you to find a road or a river or something like that. It doesn't substitute a real compass, but it's good in emergencies. Okay, so now it's the part that I believe is where I used to carry a lot of weight around for basically no need, especially if it's a week backpacking trip. This right here, it's my first aid kit, and I carry, as you can see, I have a lot of those disposable type of packaging, is one single-use packages, and I'm going to tell you this really works. This for my sunscreen actually gives me up to like 6 applications that will last all day. These little anti-itch or hydrocortisone or antibiotic creams, they last a long time, and it's just for emergencies if you actually need it. This is an antibacterial gel, and for example, when I use it, I put it in those little bags, and I clip it with a paper clip. For example, this was my lip gloss, which I started to use on my backpacking trip, and then I put it in here so it doesn't get all messy. And this right here is Vaseline. So yes, I did buy all this stuff, and it came in a lot of it. So I have a lot of each one of them. I bought it at Amazon, but it's worth it because now I have this supplies for a long time. These are my pills, and the pills that I take are just Ibuprofen, Benadryl, and the anti-diarrhea one, just in case. This right here is one gauze, and this is how I would make a band-aid. I cut a little piece of my gauze, and I use my Leukotape. So Leukotape, it's a great tape. Sticks really good to your skin no matter if it gets wet or not. And this is how I make it. Those labels papers that you see in the office, if you work at an office, you have labels that have those backing papers that they're self stickers. If you save those papers, and then you can actually cut them and put pieces of Leukotape, so what happens is it doesn't degrade the backing or the sticking part of the tape. I find it very hard when you make your own little roll to try to pull that apart. It's almost impossible. It's horrible. It messes up your tape a lot. So like this, you basically have an idea already. It's good for you to measure how much you think it. Like right here, I carry about 6 pieces for a 6-day trip. This is the tweezers for splinters or thorns. And these are also little drops for cleaning your eyes in case something gets stuck in your eye. You can buy this actually on Amazon. It comes in 15 or 20 different vials. And this last little thing, you can see this is a container that I got, and then it's for 5 grams of cream. And this cream right here is called Desitin, which is one of the best creams for chafing. It's actually for babies' butt, and it's amazing. It will, and what I like too, it stays on your skin. It doesn't come off with your clothing, so it really works. It's very thick and it stays on your skin, so even if you try to wash it off, you can't wash it off, but it does stay there and it does heal. Now this, I'm not gonna go through the whole thing again, but this would be if I go, like I had this ready to go to the PCT as a through hiking Ditty Bag. What I want to show you, it's how I would repackage my items for a bigger container, because I would be out there longer. So as you can see right here, these are the bigger items that I have for a longer term of being out there. This would be my first aid kit for a through hike, and what I would do was I would make several of these and send them to me to, you know, specific spots where I know that I would be sending myself some supplies. So like you see, this is Vaseline, and this is half an ounce, but it has a lot inside. This is for my eye drops, and this is a 10 gram dropper. See another one? This is for Desitin, and this is half, and so on and so forth. For example, my tape, I would actually make a roll out of that paper, make a big roll, and just pull it out as I need it. Right here I have about 6 feet of no, actually I'm sorry, I have about 4 feet of Leukotape. So this is how I would repackage my things if I were to go on a through hike. And last, let's talk about this is not part of my Ditty Bag, but I wanted to talk about electronics, because I used to carry with me on little backpacking trips of 3-4 days. I would carry with me a 10 milliamps battery and battery storage, I'm sorry, battery bank, but it's actually overweight. It's just too much. It's overkill. I took this one with me this time, and it's 5,000 milliamp, and I'm telling you, I didn't use the whole thing. I kept my phone in airplane mode and on extreme battery saving mode, and it lasted the entire time, even though I was looking at my GPS the entire time. I never had to recharge my lamp, because that was enough. Unless you're night hiking, this is more than enough. One charge on a lamp is more than enough for 6 days for just for camp, because this one uses 1 lumen only at camp. So as you can see, if I were to go on an overnight trip, I would not bring with me the battery bank at all. I would just bring my lamp. So that's it, guys. Just to recap, it's getting cold and windy. I gotta get out of here. When I started backpacking, this is where I would take a lot of things. It was in my Ditty Bag. My Ditty Bag probably weighed a pound or more, and now I have it at 4.5 ounces. So I'm pretty happy, and I feel safe that I'm taking the things that I need in case, you know, of an emergency. Not emergency, but you know, small needs. Always keeping in mind that you need to take things with you that will help you in small situations, but for big situations, having a satellite communicator like a Garmin and Reach would be a great idea to have. I have one, and I take it with me, especially with my kids. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. So now it's your turn. How have you been able to work through your Ditty Bag so you're not carrying too much stuff, or do you feel comfortable carrying with what you're carrying? and you have any ideas, or haven't missed anything in my Ditty Bag that I should have and you think I should put it in, let me know in the comment section below. Also, if you have any questions, let me know. I will answer to the best of my ability. I wanted to make this video to also be part of my ultralight series of how I've been working hard to get the weight down of my base weight so I can enjoy the backcountry more. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are having a great week, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, and I'll see you later. Bye. Peace.